What's going on, people? Today I'm going to give you 5 steps to help with the focus. But before we get into the meat of the speech, I'm just going to show you something real quick. I lost the cover to this, whatever, but this is my journal, and this is about what is it? September now. I think I purchased this. This is actually my second one. So this is probably 3 months of writing. Just to let you know of how much information is actually out there. But as I'm sitting here doing this video, this is kind of my quiet space. It's a park. I'm doing the video now, and I look over to my right, and there's another lady in her car. And from what I see, it looks like she's just sitting there relaxing. I see a lot of people come here and read and kind of just get in their space. And I would say that you need a space like that in your life. Somewhere where you can get away from everyone. The spouse, the kids, everyone. And just focus on you. Because I think a lot of the times, we in our lives, we don't focus on ourselves enough. We don't understand the importance of focusing on ourselves first, and then helping others. Because you really can't help others 100% until you are 100% confident within yourself. So understand that, stay-at-home moms, dads, parents, whoever you are, understand that. So, number 1. And the focus. Today is Sunday as I'm doing this. Today is really not a work day. Today is plan day. Are the clothes ironed? Are the meals prepared? Am I shopped up? Daily journal writing. What did I learn? See, this is a big one as I'm writing this down because I want to make sure I don't forget anything. We can make the goal for the week. But what about the recap? As I'm getting ready to get done with this video, in my mastermind, I'm getting ready to do the recap of the week. What did I plan to do? And what didn't I do? Where did I have the disconnect? Right? So that is just as important as actually planning a list for your week. Right? Because if you plan something and you don't execute it, what's the result? You failed until you can complete that task. One of my students in the mastermind said, Abdul, I make my list for the day, but keep in mind, I don't go to bed until everything is checked off. So if I procrastinate during the day, I'm going to bed late that night. Because one of my rules is everything has to be completed. Think of the power in that. My strategy with that is it's a game with me. When I get up in the morning time, I try to knock things off the list like boop, 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 fast. How fast can I knock everything off the list? How fast can I tackle something that scares the crap out of me on the list? Right? I had a guy contact me one time and said that he was afraid because he hadn't did his taxes in 2 years. He was afraid as soon as he made the phone call, the IRS was going to come in and send the troops and basically send him to jail. When he made the phone call, he found out that he could do his taxes, and if there was anything that was owed, he could actually also set up a payment plan. So a lot of the times it's not as bad as you think. So focus is you got to know where you're going. You got to have the GPS on your week. You got to put some things in your week that is going to make you stretch. Not just like, hey, I got to change the oil. I got to, mow the lawn. No, those are everyday tasks. What thing can you add on this week that is going to make you stretch. Maybe it's a documentary that you wanted to do. What's the first step you can do this week? Can you contact a videographer? Do you need a video editor? Do you need somebody that does sound? What this week can you do? That big goal, go after it. So let me get into number 2, energy. First of all, you need to identify when are your best hours of work. Is it morning? Is it night? And I just like to say, for those of you who think somehow it's night and somehow it's morning, I would probably bet that probably 85% of you, the true best time for you to do work is the daytime. Even if you look at nature, the sun's up, you can see, you can do things. The sun goes down for a short period of time. You sleep, you rest. Sun comes up, you start it again. Now, when artificial light came in the picture, then it was a whole different thing. Then people, stayed up or whatever. But I would probably bet, based on many men and women who were very successful, and we read about today, usually the best hours of productivity was in the day. So, energy. Wake up in the morning, drink the water. Meditation, affirmations, prayer, journaling, visualization, right? All of those good things. Don't get addicted to coffee. I don't do coffee. A lot of people have become addicted to coffee to the point where they think they need it in order to be wherever. Now, if coffee's in your routine and if it gets you going, hey, I'm not the guy to say no to caffeine. There's many great people that did it. But for me, and studying some other people, I found out that high protein, good fats, early can give you energy. You're not having those blood sugar crashes or anything during the day. It's just kind of like it gives you that burst of just food, water, vegetables, which is life, all those things going in the body. And then just try to stay away from negativity. Negativity can drain you. And some people have negativity early in the morning. You see them and it's like 6 o'clock and they're walking in your direction and you can look at their face and you're like, whoa, what's wrong? And they just want to dump truck the problem on you, dump their problems and then they leave. These people don't have morning routines. These people don't have rules in life. So try to stay away from the energy vampires, right? And just stay in the state of just blissfulness. Work is spiritual. Meaning, and I'm not trying to sound like a guru or anything, but I mean, work is it's something, if you really found out what you love doing, that's a blessing just to be in that. So stay there, right? This is a big one for me because I did it. I used to think that working for me in the home, and this is number 3, by the way, working for me in the home was a good thing. But it's not, because in the home, and someone said it very clear this week, it's like you always have things to do. You could always take out the trash. You could always wash some dishes. You could always clean a spider web somewhere, or mop the floor, or clean the bathtub, or it's always something to do. But home is home, and work should be at a place where the only thing that's going through the mind is work. So what I did was I rented a co-op space where I actually rent space with other entrepreneurs. And I've noticed that since I've been in that environment, I get a boost of energy because I see other people being productive, and they're doing their thing, and they're moving with the flow, and they're thinking, and they're reading. It's just a good environment for me. So try to get in the right space where you notice your thoughts. Some people like to work out in nature. When the sun is beaming on their skin, get some sunscreen, by the way, but when the sun is beaming on them, and and light is coming in, vitamin D, and they're out. Like, for instance, there's a bench sitting right to my left. You know, sit there and the wind is blowing in their face. I don't know. Every one of us is different as far as what works and what doesn't work. So find your place. Number 4, time chunking. 90 minutes and 120 minutes seem to be the magic number for people. If you had to ask me, I would say 90 minutes. Work in 90-minute chunks. What do you want to do in 90 minutes? Meaning, I need to do videos, I need to do this, I need to do that. 90 minutes. That's what you need to do. Turn off Facebook, turn off social media, turn off the phone. 90 minutes is what you get. And then after you get done with the 90 minutes, 20-minute break. Take a walk. Walking, wow. If you study the greats, you will find out that walking was something that was very, it was a very good activity, because what happened with walking is it allowed people to get away from what they were doing, and then the mind just throws thoughts on you because you're walking. And it's so funny how thoughts can come to you so clearly when you're walking, right? Steve Jobs used to do this a lot. When people wanted to come visit him and talk, whatever, a lot of times he say, hey, let's take a walk. Beethoven, Mozart, you know, many different people, they took the walk. So try to implement that. If you're finding out that you're not thinking clearly, your thoughts are not coming the way they want to come, take the walk. And 5, this is more of productivity. If you are figuring out that you don't have, how can I put this? You work a job, you're trying to do a business, you have kids, you have life, you have all these things, and you say, I just don't have time, I just don't have time. We have third-party sites now where you can do work on a Sunday. Like today, you say, look, I don't have time to post to my Facebook group or to my Instagram, to my tribe. I don't have time. Well, yes, you do. You can take 1 hour on a Sunday, turn off the phone, turn off the Facebook, turn off those things, go to a third-party site like Hootsuite and come up with all kinds of ideas. Put some music on, dance, you know, come up with content, let the content flow, you know, and ask yourself, hey, if you don't have things during that day, ask yourself, hey, come, flow. And if nothing flows, a tactic that I use, that during the week, I have to always have some type of device with me, a recording device. I have my digital recorder with me all the time. That when those thoughts come, and they come when they want, they don't come when you want, they come when they want, because they're not a part of you. They come when they want. You got to be ready to record. Oh, great thought. Boop. And put it in an idea box. If you can't get to it then, put it somewhere, write it down. That way when you have to do your content, you already have it done for the week. So I think that's good. 5 things that are going to help you focus. And just to let you know, in my Business 101 course that I'm going to release this week, part of it, this is going to be in the course, things like this, but just tips to help the entrepreneur, not even entrepreneur, an employee, a person that's trying to get some more skills that may help them with productivity and just things in life, period. It will be a good one for you. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully these tips help you. And buy the book, How to Find Your Passion Now. I have some things coming up with that. If you want to contact me, startabusinessforcheap@gmail.com for some consulting, you're welcome to do so. So with that said, people, thank you. And until next time, signing off.